Installing software on an old Ubuntu version that's no longer supported, 2009 Jaunty. I have a software development box with Ubuntu Jaunty Jackalope installed. I know this version is from 2009, but it is a development box with strict requirements, so I cannot update the OS to a newer version of Ubuntu. I cannot install new software for this version because Jaunty is no longer supported. That is, none of the Ubuntu software servers carry Jaunty anymore. For example, this URL does not exist anymore. So apt-get doesn't work. What can I do? Is there a Jaunty archive server, and how can I point apt-get to that server? I am a Solaris Windows user, by the way.
You can use the old releases URL. This URL, old releases, includes everything that isn't officially supported anymore. Just replace us.archive and security with old releases and /etc/apt/sources.list, and you should be good to go. Note that you can also have sources from different versions of Ubuntu and use sources.list file. In fact, in the bad old days, updating to the newest release meant manually replacing Warty with Hori and running dist upgrade. So if you really need to, you can grab newer versions of packages from more recent releases without updating the whole OS. Edit. More detailed example. Assuming the file found here is your sources.list file, you could do something like inside 6. Use us instead of CL if that's what's in your file. Then run. The first will update your sources based on your edited sources.list file. The second will upgrade all packages on your system to the newest version that Jaunty used before support ended. You'll be asked for confirmation first.
I don't know exactly what the rationale is, but Ubuntu makes it a bit harder to install packages on versions that they no longer support. It seems that Ubuntu is nice enough to continue hosting files for the older versions, but you are on your own to discover how to access those files. This is managed from /etc/apt/sources.list and additional files under /etc/apt/sources.list.d/. Getting to know the content of these lists is helpful for managing your installable components. Note, this is documented at minsources.list. Let's say you have something like the following. Notice that this line contains a URL component. The trick is that the line is only a shorthand for the actual URLs that are indicated, which in this case are. The question is, are these URLs still valid? The answer is no, they no longer exist. The solution is to identify the defunct lines in your sources.list files and modify them with the updated location, which in this case is. Note, there are typically multiple entries in sources.list. It may be that not all of them require this type of modification, so you have to be a bit selective, for example manually checking each entry. The short answer is, replace archive.ubuntu.com with oldreleases.ubuntu.com. After modifying this file, you need to run the following before running apt-get install.
If you want to support the channel, please consider liking and subscribing.